Hey you guys, I know I would love to be right in front of you guys, but you guys, I think I am catching a cold. My voice has been in and out for the last couple of days, but I wanted to share with you guys the patterns that I picked up during see, I'm so sorry, during the sale that is going on simplicity.com. New look at $3.99. Simplicity, Butterick, McCall's Know Me, and Butter Sal patterns on sale at $4.99, and Vogue patterns on sale at $7.99. Now, this sale is going on right now. As of the recording of this video, I am recording this the morning of November the 9th. Yes, very early in the morning while everyone is still asleep in my house, and then I'm going back to sleep. So, there's one more day left. This is going off on November the 10th. That would be Monday, November the 10th. The sale will be over. So the sale is so much to save. I'm going to put it up on the screen so you're able to see that as well. So the sale is going on until tomorrow, November the 10th. So without further ado, to keep this video short, sweet, and to the point, I just want to share the 10 patterns that I picked up. Now, a few of these patterns I picked up both in the small and the large size. Now, because you guys know that I've been losing weight, I've been working out tremendously. I've been cutting out the sugars and all that good stuff to lose weight. And you guys know I have a 20th year anniversary coming up in December. That's why I wanted to lose weight, number one, but then also just become healthy because, girl, I am over 40 now, so we got to be healthy and look good in our 40s as well. So let's go ahead and get into these 10 patterns, and I'm going to tell you guys why I'm going to be why I picked them up as well, and I'm going to tell you guys where I'm going to be using these patterns at. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the first one. The first one, all of these are Butterick patterns that I picked up because the Butterick Fall 2025 patterns just dropped. Now, I did pick up some other ones, Simplicity and everything. I'm going to drop those videos because I want to keep all of these videos short, and I picked up quite a bit. All right, so the first one is Butterick 6933. Now, I have this pattern in paper pattern, but I'm going to use this pattern several times throughout 2026. Okay. And the reason why is because we have a lot of what I do, right? We have a lot of director meetings, and because your girl don't have a lot of suits, I need to make a lot more blazers and, dress pants and slacks and all that good stuff. So I want to make several suits, but I do not want to use the same pattern over and over and over again. So I decided to pick this pattern, Butterick 6933, up. Now, this one I did pick up in the smaller size. And the reason why is because I've been losing a lot of weight in my waist. Now, I have the larger size in the paper pattern. So I decided to pick it up in the smaller size for the waist, not the hips, okay, just the waist, but I needed the larger size in the blazer and the pants, okay, but I need a smaller size in the waist. So that's why I picked it up in PDF. Now, all the patterns that I picked up is in PDF because your girl is too lazy to pay the $7.99, and I need it now than later. If you know, you know. All right, now, for me, I want to make this in a black pinstripe. Now, I have a black pinstripe poplin fabric that I picked up from Joann's before they closed. Rest in peace, Joann's. Every time I say Joann's, I do get a little upset because I just don't have... okay, so I digress. Anyway, I just wish Joann's was open so I could go and get fabric as needed, right? But now that I have to order fabric, I have to order fabric about a month and a half in advance to keep my project on schedule. So that's what I have to do. I will be ordering fabric from LA Finch Fabric, as well as fabricclubs.com, as well as Minerva. So I think I did a video a long time ago or a while ago on fabric, on places you could order online. I will be making 2 trips a year to find fabrics in Atlanta twice a year. So yeah, that's the plan. But this is 69 33. Let's go ahead and move over to the next one. Next up is 7055. Now this one is y'all know your girl loves button down shirts, classic button down shirts. Now I did a whole complete video of this drop. I'll put it up here so you're able to see it. But the reason why I picked this one up is because your girl needs this in stripe. And when I think I picked up a pink and white striped fabric from Joann's before they closed. I picked it up in one of the stores that was getting ready to close. I think I picked that fabric up either in Augusta, Georgia during spring break, my kids' spring break, or I picked it up right before they closed, the last day of them closing. But I picked it up for $1.80. And I have a pink and white stripe that I want to use for a collection that I'm going to be doing like at the top of the year. I already wrote it down. 7055 is the number, and I'm going to be doing view B for this one. So yeah, that's why I picked it up. And I think I picked this one up in the larger size. I'll show you that here at the very end of the video of what sizes I picked it up in. But yes, I'm going to be doing this one view B in a stripe fabric. But yeah, this is 7055. Next up, I picked 7056. Now this one, you guys know, when I did the drop video, I said I wanted to do view B, the long sleeve. I think I'm going to do both. And the reason why is because I think for view B, I want to do a solid, like a pale pink. But I also want to do a darker or medium pink in view A, or vice versa. I want to do a pale pink, but also a medium pink on both views, view A and view B. I think I need both views. Now, I do want to do this in pink, and y'all know February is the love month, so I think I want to do this pattern for the month of February. 7056 is my goal, because I need a cowl neck type shirt, blouse, I should say. But once again, I went ahead and picked this pattern up. It's 7056. Moving over to the next pattern is 7058. I went ahead and picked up this jacket. Now, my plan is to go ahead and make this in plaid. I plan on making this in a wool. Now, yes, your girl said it. A wool fabric or a twill fabric. One of those options. Now, I'm leaning more towards a twill because a wool in Florida, unheard of. But I do have a plaid wool fabric in my stash from when I lived in South Carolina. So I may use that, and probably would never wear it if I make it in wool because it doesn't really get cold here like that. It normally gets cold for like 2 weeks in January, like in January, beginning February. So I think I would wear it more if I made it in a twill. And I do have a plaid twill, but I also have this twill fabric that has like faces on it. So I might make it in that fabric. Yeah. So that's the plan that I have in mind for 7058. I don't know when I'm going to make this fabric. I don't have it slotted anywhere, but that's the plan when I get around to this pattern. Once again, it's 7058. Moving over to the next pattern is 7059. I picked this pattern up, Mrs. Jacket. Now, the plan is to make view B. I do plan on making this in a twill. Now, I have plans to make this. I want to make this in a chocolate brown that I have in a twill, but I also have this chocolate brown in a poplin. Now, poplin is not a suggested fabric looking at the back of the pattern envelope, but also the suggested fabric that you have here on the website. Okay. Now, can I make it in a poplin fabric? Sure, probably, right? But then I'm also looking at view A down. To be honest with you, I don't want to make it cropped because I want to be able to wear it to work. I like the fact that it's in this plaid, but I don't have a wool suiting or a suiting plaid. I have a gabardine fabric. So it may be okay to do it in a gabardine fabric, but I am leaning towards a poplin fabric. But I do want to, I'll probably do a mock-up for this one because it is a lot of buttons, to be honest with you. Also, I noticed that this is an unlined jacket, and I will probably have to, well, I'm not going to say probably have to. I will pretty much line this one. So if I'm going to line it, I think I might go with the poplin and line it to where it's not too heavy. Yeah. I think that's probably what I'm going to do with this one. So either for this one, I'm going to either do a poplin or a plaid. That's the plan, but I do plan on doing view B for this one. Once again, it's $70.59. Moving over to the next one is $70.60. Now this one is one of the suits that I want to make. This pattern right here. Now I bought this one in both sizes, the small and the large. Reason being is because the smaller size pretty much for the skirt and the pants, and probably just have to use the smaller sides for the hips. I'm sorry, the waist and sides up at the hips. If you know, you know. And then use the larger size for the blazer because of the bust, and then kind of scale down for the waist. All right, so this one I want to make in a gray suiting fabric or a gray linen fabric. And the reason why is because I do have a plaid suiting fabric, I have a plaid suiting fabric, but I also have a plaid suit that I wear all the time to work. But I definitely want a gray suit as well. I have a black, I have a white, I have a plaid, you know, I have a red suit. I need a gray, and I'm building my suit collection from work that I'm going to be hand making coming up in the year, the new year. That's one of the things that I definitely need to make, you know, for work. So this one, this pattern, when it dropped, I was like, ooh, this would be good to make in a gray. So this is one that I will be making in a gray, and this one is a lined jacket. So yeah, I think I will be definitely doing, I don't know if I'm going to do that skirt, just to be honest, but I will definitely be doing that blazer and those pants. Now the skirt is, the source is out there. But if I do the skirt, I will probably make it to the knees. Now, like I said before, I normally do not wear skirts to work. Now, I do like skirts. I normally do not wear it to work because I walk from a parking garage. So we'll see if I make the skirt. But yeah, I plan on using a gray suiting fabric or a gray linen fabric. All right. So let's go ahead and move over to the next one, 7061. Now, I bought this one in both sizes, the small and the larger size for this one. Now, you guys know I love the top and the pants. I'm not crazy about the skirt, just to be honest with you. Now, for this one, I do plan on making this in a twill fabric. Now, the plan is to use teal. So I plan on doing a teal twill or a teal poplin. That's a tongue twister, by the way. But I plan on doing view A and view D as in David. Okay. And that's the plan that I plan on doing, the top and the pair of pants. But the skirt, I don't know if I'm going to actually do it. Now, for this one, I could definitely see myself making this in a poplin. Bless you, kid. Sorry about that, y'all. But I plan on doing this in a teal poplin or a teal twill fabric. I'm leaning more towards the poplin for sure in the teal because I already have it in my stash. So that's the plan. But I picked up both sizes for this. This one is 7061. Moving over to the next one is 7063. This is a Mrs. Knit jumpsuit. Now, you guys know your girl is not a big fan of jumpsuits because y'all know, you got to pull it all off, you know, when you go to the bathroom. But of course, I would not wear this to work because it's too comfy for work and I don't need nobody to say nothing to me at work. Okay. If you know, you know. But this would be something that I would wear around the house. It would be great to wear during Christmas time because I am taking 2.5 weeks of downtime. Okay. So with this one, I think for me, it would be great to sew up during the Christmas holidays. Red would be good, like a forest green or a hunter green, dark green. I think those colors, even a burgundy or a maroon would be so gorgeous. Even this teal would be so good to sew up. I would use a knit fabric for this one as well. I think a Ponte, bamboo, terry, I think all of those are great to use for this one as well. So yeah, I would do view B for this one and just lounge around in it. So that's why I picked this one up. And you know, your girl normally do not pick up jumpsuits, but this one, yes, I love it. I like this one for sure. So once again, this is 7063. Moving over to the next one. Now we're in a vintage pattern, and y'all know I said this one when I dropped the video. 7071. This is for sure. I want to sew pretty much all views on this one. Now, am I going to get around to sewing every last view? No. But if I had to choose which views I would pretty much definitely sew, I would definitely say pretty much view A and probably view C. Yeah, I think view C. View A and view C are the two is probably of what I would sew. I hope to get around to all four views, but view A and view C would probably be the two that I would pretty much do first. But this would be a very good one to put in your wardrobe. I would say, you know, Christmas time is coming around. You could definitely, you know, sew up all four and play around with it for Christmas time. You could definitely put this in a wardrobe if you are looking to add more tops to your wardrobe. That's why I picked it up, because I need to add more tops to my wardrobe. So I definitely picked it up for that. And you guys know your girl is not like a huge vintage girly. However, this one definitely, I could definitely see myself wearing this one, because if you guys remember a couple of years ago, I did a vintage fimber, and I think the pattern number is 9818. I will put the thumbnail up on the screen so you're able to see that. I made that and I did a sew along for you guys. You guys love that black and white polka dot, well, white and black polka dot one that I did, and I need another one of those. And I plan on doing another one of those. And when I seen this one, I was like, yep, I need another one of those. So definitely make this one as well. So yeah, I definitely need this one ASAP. All right. But this is 7071. And the last pattern that I picked up is, of course, 7072. I definitely need this vest and jacket. And I feel that if I make this vest and jacket and pair it with this blouse, yeah, I think that would be a good combination. 7072, the vest and the jacket. I just picked up, I think, the bigger size range for this one, the 16 through the 26 for this one. I actually like the plaid, but I know myself, I'm going to make it in a solid instead of a plaid. That's just me, but do what you feel for sure. But those are all the patterns that I picked up. And this is like my dashboard for the PDF patterns. I just have it, you know, sorted by Butterick, so you can see all the patterns that I picked up. Yes, I have a total of 49. Just Butterick, you guys, but I have over 500 PDF patterns in my dashboard. So these are all the Butterick patterns that I picked up. I stopped at 7072. The other ones are, you know, from that the Butterick patterns that I picked up previously. All right, so that's all the patterns that I picked up during the Butterick drop during the sale. All right, you guys, that's all the patterns that I picked up. Thank you so much for watching. If this video was educational, inspiring, and fun, you guys know what to do. Give your girls a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Stay tuned for all my upcoming videos that's going to be dropping very soon, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.